We are now joined by the Dien Tirto Buwono, who is responsible for bringing some of the K-pop artists here to Indonesia. Dien, good
Hello,
afternoon, good
everyone.
evening. Hi.
Hello, hi.
So we know
Good
that there is a shift right now. A lot of international luxury brands, you can see Lisa, you can see, lots of members of Blackpink and BTS. They would usually employ Hollywood celebrities to promote their products, but now the trend is shifting towards Korean stars. We see them everywhere, even in Fashion Week. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think it's simply because I think the world agrees that Asia is actually the future, right? And as we see that the market of Asia grow, that is also influences on how how the brands would like to interact and engage their customers. With more and more trends coming in from the Asian side of the world, naturally they require someone with that kind of look and that kind of culture to be able to engage the audience that has been interested with that culture.
So there is a big change in how we look at world charts, industry charts these days, because we see more and more Korean celebrities, including K-pop artists, dominating, global industry charts. How is it different with, previously Western cultured celebrities?
Well, I think when it comes to charts, it comes back again to the way K-pop idols and the K-pop entertainment culture engages their audience and their fans. I think one of the most unique phenomenon that we come across when it comes to the Korean entertainment culture is the rise of fandom and fan base, where each idol in the Korean industry, they usually have their own fan base and their own fandom, with a special name that is dedicated to them, and it comes with like its own identity. I'm sure that you are familiar with like BTS. They have their fan base is called the Army,
Yep.
and the color is purple, and they have their own slogans and the way they refer to the fans as well. And I think that is what truly is unique to the K-pop culture, and I think that is actually one that creates all these changes in the way the market is working. Because when it comes to this Korean entertainment culture and these K-pop fandoms, the fans take it as their responsibility. The success of their idols, the continuation of their craft. They take it as their personal mission. So when you see, when you go on YouTube and then you would see like the top 10 trending in Indonesia, they would always have some K-pop content on it. And it's not something that just happens on its own, but largely it happens because the fans take a proactive approach to it.
Yep.
They create they proactively between themselves, they do, they organize themselves, they create goals. We need to get our idol 40 million views in a day, because that way she will be the one that that wins the number one chart in terms of getting the most views in a day, kind of thing. So that is actually what creates this like intense relationship between the fans and the artists, and also that is what decides the intensity of the connection between the artist and the fans as well. And that is actually something that all brands would
Yeah.
like to have a piece of.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want that kind of loyalty, right?
Yeah.
So that's why all brands would like to work with these K-pop idols, because they know, they have loyal fan base, they have an intense connection with their fandom, and they know how to actually influence those fan base as well.
Yeah, I think we all agree that fans are a big part of K-pop success, obviously. And we have also seen many new faces with both Korean actors and actresses endorsing e-commerces. Is this some kind of
Yes.
new marketing strategy, or if yes, how does it affect brand reputation and revenue?
Yes. Actually, a bit of a background. I myself, I'm the co-founder of an entertainment company, right? But in this entertainment company, our focus is in talent management. So we actually manage a roster of our own talents, and we create development programs for them. Apart from that, we also take care. We also do international relations. So like, we do castings and bookings internationally for our clients. So several of the brand ambassadorship that you've seen in Indonesia were actually part of the work that we've done for our clients. And every time we did it, it always comes back with a great turnout. One of the example would be one campaign that we launched just today, coincidentally. Just earlier today, our client Ruang Guru announces that their new brand ambassador is Treasure, which is a rookie boy group from Korea. They are coming from the same company as Blackpink, from YG Entertainment. And in a matter of like an hour, that issue blew up all over Indonesia. There were like more than 100,000 tweets thanking Ruang Guru for that from the fan base. And it actually trended number 6 worldwide. Number 1 in Indonesia for sure. So, and I think, all of that engagement easily can be turned into sales. And I'm sure, like Ruang Guru already has plans, that will be refilled in the coming days, where we will be able to see the continuation between those two. But one of the examples that I can give to you, the one that has happened before, I'm sure that you're familiar with how e-commerce has been working with K-pop idols, right? And then they actually did like programs such as gift with purchase, or they do like by buying a special bundle you get the chance to win a ticket to see the performance, that kind of thing. And every time those kind of programs were launched, the turnout has always been very, very amazing and very satisfactory. And I think like one of the recent one that we can see is actually done by one of the e-commerce, where when you do a purchase on a certain time on a certain day, you would get like a photo card. It's just something that is very simple and very, 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 it's not something that has like holds a lot of value. It's not a piece of gold, right? It's just like one piece of photo card, but that actually drives hundreds of thousands sales in just a day.
Yeah, speaking of sales, just a couple of months ago, we saw this huge phenomenon with the McDonald's BTS meal, in which just
See?
millions of people just kind of went and buy them on the first day, in collecting even the packaging. Although the content itself of the meal itself is actually something similar that the McDonald's also serve. Well, how long will this trend, this Korean celebrities topping global brands, global luxury brands last?
I think like the trend itself has already started for like quite a long time. Like I think it is almost close to a decade where we see like K-pop culture has been received like positively worldwide. I think what we're experiencing now is like sort of like the in the past 10 years, that slow rise, where now we actually meeting the point where the mass audience is actually aware about this, not just the fans. So I still see like at least another more 10 years at least before if there's any decline at all, that I can see that this trend is still gonna be going strong, and it will be something that normal, not normal, but something that is like more organic and something that is more natural for us. Because like in 10 years, this generation of fans, they would be parents, They could be parents, and then as we enter that kind of stage, they would be more receptive as well, about idolizing someone is something that is natural, that is something that everyone experiences, and it's something that actually creates a good benefit for myself, and I believe it can bring a good benefit for my kids, something like that. So maybe in the future what we can see, the parents would actually be supporting their kids to have idols, and then be supporting of them in providing them with like a special fund or something to actually be able to do that activity. Because even now we see a lot of these idols actually entering education products as well. Like BTS, they launched like this series of learning Korean language, and Korea actually reported that there's a huge increase of foreign students coming into Korea
Right.
to learn languages ever
Okay.
since K-pop, become mainstream. So
Well, since we know that the K-pop is supported by the Korean government, we also see that this is a good tool for diplomacy for Korea. And if you see the
yes.
charts, if you see the music awards, even in the United States, there's Korean acts are winning awards there, and we also see that there's. We see like in Blackpink, there's a Thai personnel, and also in Dita. Dita is a
Multi-nationality.
secret number. Is there?
Yeah.
Do you have any insights in whether the K-pop industry, just something short, the K-pop industry, is there a strategy for them to engage and actually get a personnel from other Asian countries to become part of the fame?
yes, of course. So as we know, Korea is not a large country. It only has like around 50 million population, right? That's like less than 1/5 of Indonesia. And previously, the biggest market for the Korean music industry has been Japan. Japan is a huge market for them, but then in the past 5 years, America started to take over. But before, between Japan and America, there was this period of time where China was the largest consumer and the largest client of content. But then, of course, in 2017, there was a huge feud, like a Cold War, I suppose. Yeah, it's not an all-out war, but there has been like some political tension between Korea and China. So since 2017. Korean products has been banned from China, including the products from the entertainment industry.
I see.
So ever since that, we see a lot of Korean companies taking in or like debuting idols that has Chinese nationalities. One,
I see.
and also nationalities that are not Korea, because for these nationalities, they are still available and able to work in China. And as we know, for the past 5 years, I think in the past 3 years for sure, Indonesian netizens, the digital natives, they are actually the largest number of consumers of K-pop content. So if you look at on YouTube, if you look at BTS, if you look at Blackpink, if you look at the largest K-pop idols, number one views contribution would be coming from Indonesia, and this is a fact that is actually shared by YouTube and also by Twitter and also by a lot of other social medias. So I think that is, that those.
Well, that's good news for Indonesian,
Exactly.
aspiring talents, right? So, hey, Budin, this has been very interesting. I think we should have a segment on entertainment business here. It's really exciting and see the prospects of entertainment and ambassadorship.
Definitely.
So, thank you so much for your time. There's so many.
Thank you.
We apologize. We don't have more
worry.
minutes to talk about this, but again, we should have another segment for this. So thank you
of
so much
course.
for your time. A lot of good insights.
Thank you for having me. Have a nice weekend, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.